again here on week 2. I had a great first week teaching a bunch of English language arts skills for second graders. Those of you who finished second grade and are getting ready to head on into third grade, I'm excited to practice again with our vowel teams like we did last week. But first we have to sing our Hello There song. You ready? Don't leave me hanging, you gotta sing with me. Hello there. How are you? It's so good to see you. We'll sing and be happy. We're all here together again. Beautiful. Let's get started with those vowel teams. I know I'm working with vowels because, well, first off, I know A and I are vowels, but also the large flashcards are pink. Repeat after me. My turn first. A bait A. A bait A. Nice. My turn. A play A. E jeep E. Great. E key E. Both EE and EY make the E sound. My turn. O boat O. O boat O. O toe O. Again, same sound. OE and OA both stay O. Let's see the next one. My turn. UE blue oo. And UE rescue oo. UE says oo, like in blue or rescue. My turn. OI coin oi. OI coin oi. OY boy oi. OY boy oi. Great. AU August ah. What vowel letter on its own says ah? O says ah, and so does the vowel team AU. They both say ah. Connections. My turn. AW saw ah. AW saw ah. So it says ah too. Just like the letter O, the sound that letter makes on its own, they all say ah. My turn. OU trout owl. OU trout owl. OU says a different sound too though. OU soup ooh. It says both of those sounds, ow and ooh, like trout and soup. My turn. OW snow O. And there's another one for OW, my turn. OW plow ow. Sometimes it says oh, like in snow. Sometimes it says ow, almost like you hurt yourself, ow, like in the word plow. My turn. Oh, school ooh. Miss Frederick misses school, has an O vowel team and it says ooh. But O says another sound too. Book That's the sound in book. The vowel team makes the French kind of sound. Try it. Okay, we don't say book. That sounds kind of silly. We say kind of that French O vowel team sound. My turn. EA eat E. And our last one for today, EW. What is this one? Oh, I thought it was eat again, but I'm like, EW doesn't say E, and we already did eat. This one is EW chew ooh. Let's do that one again since that one was tricky for Miss Frederick. EW chew ooh. Beautiful. Let's move on to our learning target. We interrupt this regular learning program to bring you a message from Javi. Javi, what would you like to say? Okay. You sure?
Okay, Javi told me that you guys today are going to need something to write with and a piece of paper or just something to write on. Make sure it's okay with your family. You can use an old box, cardboard, paper that's already been written on as long as it's not important, but you do need something to write with today. Bye, Javi. Do you have something to write with and something to write on? Excellent. It's time for us to do our learning target and then we can get started writing. Here we go. I'm going to point to the words. Read along with me. Let me hear you. Bling, the computer wants to read too. I can identify and define compound words and divide words into syllables. Again, I can identify and define compound words and divide words into syllables. Let's start with the words in boxes. They tell us what we're going to do. And the first word is identify. You might remember from last week, identify means find. My turn. Identify. Find. Identify just means find. That's F-I-N-D. We are going to identify or find and define. That means tell what it means. I'll draw a speech bubble. Tell what a word means. Define. Compound words. This word is underlined. It's important. Compound words. Now, maybe from second grade, you remember what a compound word is. If so, tell your brain. And if you've forgotten what a compound word is, which is okay, I think you learned it just in second grade and it's been a while. A compound word is a word that's made up of two smaller words like this one. Cow, girl. The first part is cow. I can draw kind of a smiley face shape to show cow is one part. And the next part is girl. Draw another smiley face shape. Cow, girl. And then the meaning kind of goes with define. The meaning can be found in those smaller chunks of the word. Cow is a chunk and girl is a chunk. A cowgirl is a girl who rides on horses and makes sure cows stay safe. So the meaning is hidden inside the smaller parts of the words that build that compound word. The rest of the learning target says we're going to divide. That means break apart. I'm going to break it. Boop. Divide words into syllables. Syllables are just parts of words. They happen in one push of breath. Like cow is a syllable in this compound word. And girl is a syllable in the compound word. You might have done syllables, especially in kindergarten with clapping. Cow, girl. Just a part of a word. Let's get to it. All right, you do not need your writing tools yet, scholars. We're going to use those a little bit later. First, Ms. Frederick's going to show you about compound words. It's where two chunks, smaller words, come together to make a big word, and those smaller chunks can tell us what the word means and help us read it. Here's our first compound word. Just watch, no need to write. B-A-T-H-T-U-B. All right. Now, this is kind of a long word, and if you're reading in a book, you might stop and go, whoa, that's a lot of letters. But do not fret. Do not fear. Do not go, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can't read it, because you totally can. It's a compound word, and there's smaller words hidden inside. Here's one. Bath. That line shows me that one chunk is bath, and the last chunk is tub. Tub. Bath, tub, bath, tub, bathtub. What's the word? Bathtub. Easy peasy. Now I can look at this word and look at the parts, and then I can know something about what it means. I know that a tub is a container with sides that go up. The computer still wants to participate. Sorry for the bling, bling, bling. Tub is a container with sides up, and the bath is that's something that where you wash your body, or like maybe you have a bathroom. Bath. So a bathtub is that container where you take a bath. A bathtub. Touch your nose if where you live has a bathtub. Lots of people do. Maybe you just have a shower, but I know a bathtub is the place where you take a bath. Compound words are kind of cool, smaller pieces. Let's do another one. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, wishy-washy. Okay, here's another compound word. Oh, and this one's very long. P-A-I-N-T-B-R-U-S-H-A-B-C. Oy, that's a long word. Again, you might think this word's too long. I'm going into third grade, but I can't read that word. It's too long, right? Wrong. You can read this word. It's got smaller words that build it up. It can help us know what it means. Like here, oh, I see that digraph at the end. S-H, ship, sh. This word is brush. Brush, and the first part is, I see a vowel team. A-I, bait, A. Ain't. Paint. Paint, brush. Paint, brush. Paintbrush. Easy as that. What do you think a paintbrush is? And you might already know, but how does the compound word tell you that it means what you think it means? I know a brush is like something you use to brush your hair, but I also know to brush is like to kind of glide across. And then paint is where you dip it in some goo. You dip a paintbrush in some goo, and then you paint with it. Paintbrush means that it's the tool with those little bristles that glide across the paper that you use to paint. Paintbrush. Compound words are super cool. It helps if you break them down into smaller pieces, and they also tell you what the word means. Moving on, you do need your pencil or pen or marker, writing tool, and something to write with. Let's get started. All right, scholars, we are going to get started writing some words and then breaking those words into syllables or parts. Here's our first one. You ready to write? My kids would say ready to rock, or I would say ready to rock, and they'd say ready to roll. Ready to rock? Ready to roll. Awesome. All right, first word. H-I-N, you writing along? S-E-L-F. All right. This word is himself. Touch your nose if you wrote himself. See a lot of noses being touched. Very nice. Himself is a kind of long word, and I think it has more than one syllable. Let's clap it first. Himself. Yeah, I definitely had more than one clap. I counted 2 claps, himself, and that means there should be 2 syllables. Let's underline the letters that are vowels. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Here's an I. Underline the I. And here's an E. Underline that E. How many vowels? 2 vowels. And then how many consonants or other letters are in between the vowels? Again, 2. Here's the vowels, 2 letters in between. I can break this word into syllables just by drawing a line in between the 2 consonants. Watch. And make it long so it doesn't look like an L. All right. Let's look at that first syllable. I see im, him, and self. Self. The first syllable is him, and the second syllable is self. If you find the vowels in a word with more than one syllable, and then you find the consonants in between, you're just going to draw a line between the consonants to break the word into syllables. Let's do another one. I'm going to wishy-washy. You find some more room on whatever you're writing on. We're going to break another word into syllables. This word is invent. I-N-V-E-N-T. All right, Word number 2, invent. Let's clap out the syllables. I think this one has more syllables too. Invent. Invent. How many syllables do you expect to find in the word invent? 2 syllables or 2 parts. Big push of breath and another big push of breath, that's 2. Let's find the vowels. Take some time for yourself. Again, underline the vowels in the word invent. Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Did you underline the I and the E? If so, you found the vowels. I and E are the vowels, and then how many letters are in between the vowels? Again, 2. How would you break the word invent into syllables then? Go ahead and draw that line to break the word invent into syllables. And if you drew your line in between the N and the V, then you broke the word invent into both of the syllables. I found my consonants that are in between the vowels, and I just went right in between those consonants. In, it's a power word, and vent. In, vent. In, vent. I broke the word invent into 2 syllables, going in between those consonants that are snuggled in between the vowels. Let's do one more. I'm going to wishy-washy. You find some space to write. And here we go, last word. Let me check my list. Center, with a tricky C. The C says the S sound. Still C though. C, E, N, T, E, R. Give you a second to write the word center. And then underline the vowels. Looking for those vowels, those pink letters. If you underlined E and the other E, then you found the vowels. If you didn't find those E's, underline them now. Okay, now break the word center into syllables. Let's see if you remember how to do it. Where did you draw the line to break the word center into syllables or parts? I would draw the line between the N and the T because they're the consonants in between the vowels. They're kind of sandwiched inside. You want to go right in the middle or the center, get it? Center of those 2 consonants. Our parts or syllables are N, sen, and t, Here the ER, that's a R-controlled vowel, and it says center, center. Great job practicing breaking words into parts called syllables. And remember, when we have 2 consonants that are in between the vowels, we go right in the middle. Tomorrow we're going to practice words that only have 1 vowel in between, or 1 consonant in between the vowels. It's a little bit trickier, a little more hard. I'll see you then. Keep reading, keep writing, and stay safe.
Hi, my friends. We are now in the second week of second grade math. So for today, you're going to need the same materials, something to write with. Again, it can be a marker, it can be a pencil, it can be a crayon, whatever you have around, and some kind of thing to write on. Piece of paper, if you have a whiteboard marker and whiteboard, that's great. So I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to go ahead and go grab that, and then we're going to get started, okay? All right, friends, now that you have your materials, let's go ahead and focus on our learning target for today. Remember, when we're looking at our learning target, we're thinking about I knows and I wonders. I knows are something that you already know and you would be able to explain to the person next to you. I wonders are something that you're not sure and you maybe not quite remember from school, and that's okay. So let's think about those as we're reading. Let's go ahead and read our learning target. Remember, please read it with me. Ready? I will be able to add and subtract using tens and ones. So maybe I know would be add and subtract. You're like, Ms. Wagner, I already know what adding is and what subtracting is. We're putting more together or we're taking away. And maybe I wonder would been, I wonder what are tens and ones. I can't remember what tens and ones are. If that was the case, if we had a number like 42, our ones right here would be in that 2 spot. So we would make little circles to represent the 2, the ones, I mean, and then our tens are the 4, and we would make lines to represent that. So if we counted it out, we get 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. That's using tens and ones. So we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit more about that. So to get started, we're going to do a warm-up. And with our warm-up, you're going to need your piece of paper and pen. And you're going to go ahead and do the same thing. You're going to be using lines. They're not tallies, they're lines for your tens, and little dots or circles for your ones. And you are going to look at a number and use those. So, for example, we're going to start with the number 32. You're going to look at number 32, and you're going to think about how many ones are in 32 and how many tens are in 32, and go ahead and draw them. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to do that. All right, I'm going to jump right in. So I always look at the ones first, and I'm going to look at the ones and see how many ones I have, and I have 2. So I'm going to put my 2 ones down. Then I'm going to look at the 10 spot, and I'm going to see that I have 3 tens. So I'm going to put 3 tens down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them up just to make sure. And so how we're going to do that is we're going to start with our tens, and we're going to clap out our tens. So we have 3, and we're going to go ahead and clap those out, counting up tens. Ready? I'll show you, and then you can do 10, 20, 30. You go ahead and do it. 10, 20, 30, right? Now we're going to stop at 30, and we're going to add our 1. So we got 30, and then we go 31 and 32. Nice job. So that equals 32. Let's go ahead and practice and do one more. Your next number is 49. Go ahead and do that. Again, I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I always look at my ones first, and I can see that I have 9 ones. So I'm going to go ahead and use my ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to look at my tens. I can see that I have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to clap out our tens. We have 4 of them. Ready? Let's go. 10, 20, 30, 40. Just in case, you can go ahead and do it again. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40. We stop at 40 and we go 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. You could have also just been, oh, Ms. Wagner, I know that 40 plus 9 equals 49. All right, so we just go ahead and we just practice building numbers. Let's go ahead and get to what our learning target said, and that we're going to be practicing adding and subtracting. I'm going to go ahead and do that with me, adding and subtracting. So first, we're going to add. We're going to do this one together. You're going to see me do it, and then that's going to help you get ready to do the next one. So we have the adding problem, 32 plus 12. So what we're going to do is we always start with the bigger number. So we're going to go ahead and build 32. How many ones do you see in 32? 2, right. So go ahead and make your 2 circles. I'm going to put my 2 squares right there. And then how many 10s do you see in 32? 3. You go ahead and draw your lines. I'm going to put those right here. Then we're going to look at 12 and we're going to build 12 as well. How many ones do we see? 2. And how many 10s do we see? 1. So yours should look kind of like mine. And you're going to go ahead and look up here and we are going to add them. So I want you to think, and I think maybe somebody's around you or you have a stuffy next to you that you can talk to. I want you to think, how are you going to add these together? Are you going to just add your ones? Are you going to add your 10s? Are you just going to mush them all together and add them? How are you going to add them? What are your steps? First, you would, so go ahead and talk that out. Give you a couple seconds. Okay, I'm going to join in. So I always add my R1s together first. And there's a reason, and we'll get to that later on this week. So we are going to, I'm going to add my 1s together. Then I bring my 10s together. Because remember, we're adding. So how many 10s do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go ahead and clap out our 10s 4 times. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40. And then we have 40 plus 40. 1, 42, 43, 44. So that means 32 plus 12 equals 44. So we just added using our 10s and our 1s. Let's go ahead and add and use our 10s and 1s again with this equation. 56 plus 11. I want you to do the same thing we just did, but you're going to do it on your own first. So go ahead and add 56 plus 11 using your 10s and 1s. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and join in with you. Again, we're going to look at the bigger number, which I know you did. I'm going to look at my 1s first for 56, and I'm going to bring those out. So I got 2, 4, 6, and then I can see that I have 5 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to look at our number 11. I can see that I have 1 in the 1s, and I have 1 10 as well. So again, I like to add my 10s together first. And then I put, my 1s together first, then I put my 10s together. And so we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s. So let's go ahead and clap them out. Ready? You clap and I'll point. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then we're going to stop at 60. We're going to go 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. So we now know that 56 plus 11 equals 67. If you got that correct, little pat on the back for you. Nice job. All right, so we did our learning target as that we added using tens and ones, but we also now still have to subtract using our tens and ones. So let's go ahead and practice subtraction using tens and ones. Now it's going to look different for you because you are using a crayon or marker and you're drawing them. But you're going to do the same thing as what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and build them. I'm still going to use these and I'll talk you through it. So we're going to go ahead and start with the bigger number like always. I look at the ones. So I'm going to put 2 ones out first because I see I have 2 ones. And then we have 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at 31. You can see that I have 1 1 and 3 tens. So I have 1, 2, 3. And I want you to think right now, since we are doing subtraction, how are we going to get started? So if you have somebody next to you again, tell them how you think that you're going to subtract. What are you going to do first? If you have your stuffy, go ahead and tell your stuffy. What are you going to do first? How are you going to subtract? Using these. Okay, giving you some time. So something that you may have said is that you are going to cross out, and that is right. But my question would be, what are you going to cross out from? Are you going to cross out from the bigger number 62? Or are you going to cross out from the little number 31? And I hope you said 62 because it's the bigger number, right? We can't take 62 away from 31, and you can see why. We don't have enough to take from the little number, but we do have enough to take from the big number. So something that you can do, since you're drawing them, is you can cross out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do the same thing, but I'm taking them away as well. So we're going to start with our ones, and we're taking 31 away from 62. So I'm going to take the ones, I'm going to take 1, see, and I'm going to take it away. And then I have my 3 tens. I'm going to find the 3 tens over here. I'm going to take them away, see. So I just took 31 away from 62. Now what you could have done is you go on 62 and you would just cross out the 1 and you would cross out the 3 tens. But either way, we should all end up with 3 tens and 1 1. So again, you're going to go ahead and clap out the tens and I'm going to go ahead and point. Ready? 10, 20, 30. And then we're going to count on. So we're going to go 30, 30, 1. So that means 62 minus 31 equals 31. Nice job, friends. You are going to go ahead and do the next one on your own. I'm going to give you a little bit more time and go ahead and do that, subtracting using your tens and your ones, just like how we just did. Give you a couple more seconds. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. Again, we're always going to build the bigger number first, so we can see that 87 is the bigger number, right? I always build the ones, so I can see that I have 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I have to do 8 ones or 8 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then now I'm going to go over to 15 and I can see that I need 5 ones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just need one more. 5. And then I need 1 10. So remember, actually, before I say anything, I want you to again turn to your stuffy or the person that you have around you and tell them what you are going to do first. What is going to be the very first step that you're going to do in order to subtract 15 from 87? So if you said you're going to take away the ones first, you're correct. That's the very first step we're going to do. So we're going to take our ones away from 87. So we're going to use our 15s and we're going to take it away from our 87. So we have our 5 ones that we're going to take away from the 87 first. So we can pair them up. You can cross them out. Do this with me if you didn't already do it. And we take them away. And then we're going to take our tenths away. I only have 1 10, so I'm matched up with one of the 10s and take it away. And now this is what we have left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 tens. I'm going to point and you're going to clap out your tens. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 70, 71, 72. So 87 minus 15 is going to equal 72. Nice job, friends. I'm going to go ahead and give you some to practice today. So go ahead and grab a paper. You should have one right next to you, and we're going to write down some few problems. Ready? We're going to do 72 minus 41. Write that down. 97 minus 56. Go ahead and write that down. 36 plus 13. Go ahead and write that down. And our last one, 65 plus 21. Go ahead and write that down. So you have 4 problems that after this you can work on your own. And just make sure that you're using the strategy that we worked on today, using our 10s and our 1s. I'll give you a couple more seconds. All right, friends, make sure you sign on again tomorrow so you can watch. We will be working on some more 10s and 1s, so make sure that's locked in your brain. All right, have a good day.
Saluda Mrs. Mares para nuestra segunda semana de aprendizaje juntos en actividades y lecciones de matemáticas. Así que prepárate hoy para aprender algo nuevo conmigo. El día de hoy vas a ocupar 2 materiales que puedes tener ahí listo en tu casa. Si tienes un lápiz y si tienes cualquier tipo de papel, lo puedes usar también. Vamos a comenzar nuestra lección. Esta semana tenemos un nuevo objetivo. El objetivo de hoy, y lo podemos leer juntos, dice, podré sumar y restar. Vamos a seguir haciendo nuestras sumas y nuestras restas. Recuerda que sumar quiere decir que pones dos objetos o dos cantidades juntas y tienes un nuevo total. Podré sumar y restar. Restar quiere decir quitar de un total y cuántos te quedan. Hasta 100. La semana pasada practicamos hasta 20. Esta semana vamos a practicar hasta 100. Usando dibujos que representan las decenas, eso quiere decir 10, y unidades, eso quiere decir solo una unidad. Por ejemplo, las decenas sería, esta es una decena porque tiene 10 unidades. Entonces, esta es una decena. La unidad solo es una pequeña unidad. Entonces, hoy vamos a ocupar decenas y para nuestro dibujo vamos a dibujar las decenas como un palito bien largo y nuestras unidades vamos a dibujar un círculo para saber que esa es una unidad. Vamos a comenzar. Si tienes tu papel y tu lápiz, alístalo porque vamos a hacer unas ecuaciones juntos y puedes practicar cómo dibujar. Antes de la lección vamos a hacer como un calentamiento y yo voy a escribir un número. Por ejemplo, puedo escribir el número 26. Escríbelo en tu papel y vamos a dibujar cuántas decenas y unidades tiene el número 26. Para hacerlo un poco más fácil para poder saber cuál es la decena y las unidades, las decenas van a ser en azul y las unidades en rojo. Entonces pensemos, ¿cuántas decenas y cuántas unidades tiene 26? Si comienzo con mis unidades, yo sé que tiene solo 6 unidades. Solo tiene 6 unidades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Entonces las tengo que dibujar. Y dijimos que lo vamos a dibujar con un círculo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tengo 6 unidades. ¿Cuántas decenas tengo en 26? Ya hice mis unidades, ahora tengo que hacer mis decenas. Entonces tengo 2 decenas. Eso quiere decir que tengo 20 unidades, pero para dibujarlas, para que se me haga fácil contarlas, voy a dibujar 2 decenas. 1, 2. Y ahora contemos para ver si tenemos 26. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Tenemos 26. Vamos a intentar otro número. Hoy vamos a hacer el número 45. Piensa ahí cuántas decenas y cuántas unidades necesitas en 45. Comencemos con las unidades. ¿Cuántas unidades necesitas en 45? Necesito 5. Voy a dibujar 5 unidades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ¿Cuántas decenas necesito en 45? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 45 tiene 4 decenas y 5 unidades. Vamos a contar para asegurarnos que tengamos 45. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Tenemos 45. Muy bien. Ahora, ya que calentamos un poquito cómo dibujar decenas y unidades, vamos a sumar y restar hasta 100 usando nuestros dibujos de decenas y unidades. Así que en tu papel vamos a escribir la primera ecuación. Escríbela conmigo. 32, y la voy a escribir con azul y rojo para que veamos nuestras decenas y nuestras unidades, perdón. 32, y luego vamos a sumar a 32, le vamos a sumar 12. 32 más 12. Ahora pensemos cuántas decenas y cuántas unidades necesitamos para 32 y para 12. Así que primero comencemos con 32. ¿Cuántas unidades necesitamos? Piensa ahí, ¿cuántas unidades? ¿Cómo puedo saber que estas son las unidades? ¿A dónde están las unidades? Entonces pensemos, ¿cuántas unidades necesito? 2. Entonces voy a dibujar 2. ¿Cuántas decenas necesito? Si aquí necesito 2, ¿qué número es este? Necesito 3 decenas. 10, 20, 30. Acuérdate que cada palo, porque estamos representando una decena, quiere decir que tiene 10 unidades. Entonces, cuando las cuento, digo 10, 20, 30. Aquí dibujé 3 decenas. Tengo 3 decenas. Ya hice mis dibujos y tengo 2 unidades. Ahora tengo que dibujar 12. ¿Cuántas unidades tiene 12? Tiene 2. 1, 2. Tiene 2 unidades. ¿Y cuántas decenas tiene 12? 1. Muy bien. Y lo voy a dibujar. Y acuérdate que todo esto lo estamos sumando. Nuestro objetivo es sumar y restar. Primero vamos a practicar el sumar. Entonces contemos si estamos bien. Tenemos 10, 20, 30, 32, 32 más 10, 11, 12 más 12. Ahora tenemos que sumarlos. Comencemos con nuestras unidades. Vamos a contar cuántas unidades tengo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Muy bien. Entonces vamos a dibujar 4 unidades juntos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Y si las pongo junto aquí con mis ejemplos de abajo, ya veo que tengo 4. Ahora vamos a sumar nuestras decenas. ¿Cuántas decenas tenemos? 1, 2, 3, 4, o podemos decir que tenemos el número 10, 20, 30, 40. No vamos a dibujar 40 decenas porque eso quiere decir 400. Vamos a dibujar solo 1, 2, 3, 4 decenas. 4 grupos de 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Y ahora lo contamos todo junto. ¿Y cuál es nuestro resultado? Contemos todos juntos, contemos juntos. 10, 20, 30, 40. Puedo escribir el número 4 para 40. 41, 42, 43, 44. Tengo 44 como mi total de 32 más 12 es igual a 44. Y usé mis dibujos para que me ayudaran a saber cuánto es 32 más 12. Es igual a 44. Vamos a intentar uno más. Vamos a sumar 56 más 11. Vamos a dibujarlo. Pensemos primero en el 56. ¿Cuántas unidades necesito? Piensa ahí. ¿Cuántas unidades necesito? Necesito 6. Vamos a dibujar 6 círculos que representan mis unidades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ¿Cuántas decenas necesito? ¿Cuántos grupos de 10 unidades necesito? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y le tengo que sumar 11. ¿Cuántas unidades tiene 11? 1. ¿Y cuántas unidades o decenas tiene 11? Solo una unidad, un grupo de 10. Ahora vamos a ponerlos todos juntos y vamos a contar primero las unidades y luego las decenas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tengo que dibujar 7 unidades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y ahora mis decenas tengo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Voy a dibujar 6 decenas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ¿Y cuánto tengo en total? Voy a contar por 10 las decenas y luego 1 por 1 las unidades. Así que contemos juntos. ¿Listos? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. Tengo 6 decenas y 7 unidades. 67. Muy bien, ahora ya sumamos usando nuestros dibujos. Ahora vamos a restar. Lo puedes hacer atrás de tu papel o si tienes otro papel, también lo puedes hacer en ese nuevo papel. Para nuestra resta vamos a usar lo mismo, pero ahora si tengo 33 y le quiero quitar 11, voy a tener que quitar una decena y quitar una unidad. Entonces vamos a hacer eso, pero con nuestros dibujos. Nuestro primer número es 87 menos, perdón, y vamos a quitarle 15. Y no sabemos cuál es nuestra respuesta todavía y es lo que vamos a hacer juntos. 87. Cuando tenemos nuestra resta, 87 menos 15, vamos a comenzar con el número más grande y ese número vamos a quitarle 15. Así que primero dibujemos 87 y solo vamos a dibujar 87 porque ese es nuestro total y le vamos a quitar 15 a 87. ¿Cuántas unidades necesito? Si veo acá, necesito 7. Voy a dibujar 7 unidades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. ¿Cuántas decenas necesito? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ahora le tenemos que quitar, la resta quiere decir quitar, 15. No voy a dibujar 15 más porque si dibujo 15 más estoy sumando. Le tengo que quitar 15 a 87. Así que comencemos con nuestras unidades. ¿Cuántas unidades le tengo que quitar a 87? Aquí están. 5. Le vamos a quitar 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ¿Cuántas decenas? ¿Cuántos palitos azules? Grupos de 10. Le tengo que quitar a 87. Le tengo que quitar solo un grupo de 10, que es una decena. Se lo quitamos. Entonces vamos a contar cuánto nos queda. ¿Cuánto va a ser nuestra respuesta? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Ya no cuento este. Entonces tengo 7 decenas. ¿Y cuántas unidades me quedan? 1, 2. Mi nuevo número es 72. Si lo hago con mis materiales aquí abajo, lo puedo ver que es la misma respuesta. 87, necesito 8 decenas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Y necesito 5 unidades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y vamos a hacer lo mismo que hicimos. Le vamos a quitar 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, necesito 7. Se me faltaron 2. Le vamos a quitar 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y vamos a quitarle solo una decena, un grupo de 10. Y vamos a ver si tenemos la misma respuesta. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 y 1, 72. Muy bien. Vamos a intentar una más y luego tú vas a intentar uno tú solo en tu casa. Vamos a comenzar y vamos a hacer 62 menos, estamos restando, 31. Comienza a hacerlo en tu casa, ahí donde estás. Comienza a pensar cuántas decenas necesito, cuántas unidades necesito, cómo voy a dibujar 62 y le voy a quitar 31. Pensemos. Vamos a comenzar con 62. ¿Cuántas unidades le tengo que dibujar? 2. 1, 2. ¿Cuántas decenas le tengo que dibujar a 62? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ahora vi que tengo resta. Eso quiere decir que le tengo que quitar. Le voy a quitar 31. ¿Cuántas unidades le tengo que quitar a 62? Una unidad, solo una. Le vamos a quitar una. ¿Cuántas decenas le tengo que quitar a 62? 3 decenas. Le voy a quitar 3. 1, 2, 3. Ahora que se las quité, lo puedo contar todo junto para saber cuál es mi nuevo total. Porque le quité a 62, 31. Ahora tengo un nuevo total. Vamos a contar juntos. 10, 20, 30, 31. Y en 31 tengo 3 decenas y una unidad. Muy bien. Y si te fijas, si podemos sumar 31 más 31, quiere decir que nos va a dar 62. Entonces estamos en lo correcto. Ahora en tu casa, quiero que practiques 2 ecuaciones, una en que sea nuestra suma y otra que va a ser nuestra resta. Aquí están tus ecuaciones para que practiques dibujando. Acuérdate que nuestro objetivo fue que tenemos que sumar y restar hasta 100 usando dibujos que representen decenas y unidades. Así que tienes que dibujar tus decenas y unidades para resolver estas ecuaciones. ¿Listos? Lo vamos a hacer 2 diferentes ecuaciones. Tu primera ecuación es 67 menos 13. Esa es tu resta. Vamos a hacer la suma después. 67 menos 13. Y para tu suma, 35 más 22. 35 más 22. Y puedes hacer tus dibujos, que es el objetivo que aprendimos hoy. Recuerda que haces decenas y unidades y luego le quitas, porque esa es la resta. Y aquí vas a hacer las decenas y las unidades de los 2 números y lo vas a sumar. ¿Okay? Hoy vas a practicar estas 2 ecuaciones y nos veremos mañana para poder seguir aplicando diferentes estrategias para sumar y restar hasta 100. Nos veremos mañana.